Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and today we are here with Father Phil and Uncle
Phil.
Uncle Phil. And we're going to talk about our history in the dairying, which I suppose some of you may not know we used to do. But anyways, when did we start milking cows?
Your granddad started milking cows here when the creamery started in Longford. I'm not sure of the date, but we sent milk on the first day the creamery was opened, and our creamery number was number 29.
Yeah.
So that meant you were the 29th supplier.
Yeah, supplier in Longford.
And what do you 1960s, 1970s, 50s?
I would imagine.
You would hardly remember it.
I don't remember when they started, but if I did, I was very, very small now.
Yeah.
We continued then. We stopped for a few years.
And what did he milk back then?
Milk shorthorns.
Shorthorns.
Yeah, hand milked.
By hand.
By hand. And what then into
15 or 16 shorthorns, and they were milked, and the milk was
cans.
Put into them big
10
cans.
gallon cans, 10 gallon milk churns. We call them milk creamery cans, milk churns, and they were sent every who brought the milk at the start? Well, Paddy Farrell. Who was the first one? I can't remember who did, but Paddy Farrell brought it at the start, and then Tommy McCormick started then.
Yeah.
And he carted the milk. They were known as milk carters.
Yeah. What, to come with a horse and cart?
No,
tractor.
Paddy Farrell did a super or a Ports and Dexter, and Tommy had a multi-power 35.
Yeah.
And they collected the milk here every morning and dropped back to skim. The skim come home.
Yeah.
Every farm had a creamery stand.
Creamery stand?
Yeah, you had to put the cans up on.
Can had to be up on a level.
That they could just
roll them straight onto the tray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they come back with the skim. So
But
that
the
was
skim come home then, and it was used for pig feeding.
Yeah. Well, skim, that was just the skin off the top of the milk.
When the milk was separated. You didn't get back your own, like it all went into a tank at the creamery, and it went through the separator, and the cream went off to be churned for butter, and the skim was put back into the creamery cans and sent home, back.
Yeah.
And it was used for, some people fed calves, but it wasn't very good for feeding calves because the good was gone out of it.
Yeah.
But it was mixed with pig meal, probably crushed bar.
Everyone had pigs that time.
Everyone had a few pigs that time, and it was fed to the pigs.
Yeah. And what then? He milked for a couple of years.
That went on for I don't know how long, and then
that was an awful job sitting there.
Yeah, it was 15 or 16
cows.
Cows
And then
milking from the hand.
He stopped that, and he went suckler, and then must have been in the end of the 60s. Started up again, and our creamery number they changed the creamery number, and we were 1039.
Yeah.
And that was the number we had up until I think when the creamery and Longford closed down, we went to Killishandra, we were all issued with new numbers then. The Bullery started.
Yeah.
But we got the first milking machine in about 68 or 69 on Alpha Laval.
Yeah.
A two unit milking machine.
Well, it was put into a buyer, you see.
Oh, that was in the buyer.
Yeah, not that buyer.
No, a different buyer.
Yeah. Where the milking parlour, the old milking parlour is now,
that was the buyer.
That was a buyer, and you had the two milking machine.
Two unit milking machine, the bucket plant there.
Yeah.
And he built a little dairy outside then, and then the cooling, the milk and all that whole milk quality thing started.
Yeah.
And we had an in-turn cooler. The well was drilled in 1968.
Yeah.
The borehole in the yard. And
it was lads to put into the can.
Yeah.
An in-turn cooler.
There was a loop in it.
Yeah.
And the water went through the loop.
And it stirred. And
it stirred through the milk.
Yeah.
And then it went round and it dribbled on the outside of the can as well, then for the
right.
water to come out, the flow of the water.
It was hard water though.
It was hard water. I sure it was a dibble of water.
But it was to cool down the milk.
Water cold milk, yeah. Brought it down, it bring you down to the whatever, like if you had a good deep well, you were in business because the water
was cold coming off.
Awful hard water.
Yeah.
And we had that for years.
And what was he made? Still shorthorns at that time?
Yeah, we still had the shorthorns, and Vienna Frisian beginning to creep in at that time.
Yeah.
And then we got hit with brucellosis then in the 70s. We were wiped out, we were down to one cow. And we got back in then, and then we started into the jerseys.
Yeah.
83.
Yeah, about 82 or 83. We milked shorthorn. There was a period, there was a few Frisians so that were making about 20, I suppose. and then we put in the milking parlour.
That's the one that's in there now.
Yeah, the one to stay. Well, it's the basics of it would be the one that was there now because it was upgraded.
The water cooling was brought into a dashboard wash.
Oh yeah, we changed to a surface cooler, they called it. It was like a washboard. And the milk flowed down the outside and the water went through. It went in at the bottom and come out at the top.
Yeah.
The water.
And the milk flowed down this and into the creamery cans.
All into creamery cans.
And
that was into 2 unit. That was into 2 unit.
Fierce labour intensive.
Yeah.
Then that went on for a few years.
Then brucellosis.
Well, that was after the brucellosis come first.
Yeah.
Were wiped out with it in the 70s, early 70s.
Yeah.
And then we got clear of that. And we got back into, we bought heifer calves and worked our way back in again. And we bought the first jerseys in 83.
Well, the parlour went in before that.
The parlour was in. We put in the parlour in
that buyer.
Yeah.
We developed the buyer, the pit in the buyer, and we put in the. We bought the parlour second hand from a fellow down near Elfin. 3 unit.
No, 4 unit.
3.
It was 4.
Oh no, sorry, it was 4. It was 4. Yeah, you're
4
right.
unit had to start, but it was long enough to make 6.
Yeah. And did you add 6 straight away? You
No,
just
no,
4
we
units?
were 4 for years.
4 for years, and then they went to 5, and
Then we got to 6.
then he quit.
And we got on. Then that's just about. Then we were making about. Well, we're making 50 jerseys, and the TB hit us in.
So what, from
04.
the 70s onward, then it was...
Yeah, well, you had the
Or the 80s.
The lorries.
The 80s onward.
The lorries changed from the cans to the bulk collection.
Yeah. And then you had to put
And
in a
then
tank.
you had to get in a bulk tank.
Yeah.
We had a tank, and you had a plate cooler,
Yeah.
and it went into the tank, but the tank wasn't refrigerated. Then the next move after that, then you had a refrigerated
Tank.
No,
you had the water, the cold water, the refrigerated unit.
And refrigerator, well, you had
Through the mobile tank.
You had a mobile tank.
Yeah.
And it was refrigerated water was circulated around it.
Yeah.
And we used to bring it out to the road.
For them collected.
For them collected. Our yard wasn't able to get a lorry in, and then we changed and we put in, got it that we could get the lorry in.
Yeah.
And we got a fridge tank, bulk tank.
Yeah.
And it didn't move. But,
Static tank.
Static tank. And then you had, that was really it.
And we used the old refrigerating unit for freezing the water for the
We're running the plate cooler.
plate cooler.
Easier water, and it was.
If we're running the tank, we changed it over then to the plate cooler, and it was a great system
It was great. It was great cold
water.
Cool them in quick to see.
And that went on then for a few years, and
the TB was the biggest.
the TB hit us then in 04, and it just wiped out the cows, the dairy cows. The first
32 cows.
32 of them went down.
We were making about 46 at the time.
Yeah.
And 32 of them went down. So the evening that happened, I set the rest of them dry.
Yeah.
We never made.
And that was in April.
That was
August.
the 14th of August.
14th of August.
Yeah.
2004.
2004.
And when that in the next 12 months, we lost 128 cattle.
Yeah.
With TB.
Yeah.
And it went on for 6 years.
Just before. So before we went down with TB, what was it? It was all pedigree jerseys.
There was a few Ayrshires. There was 4 or 5 pedigree Ayrshires.
Now you bring in 4 heifers from Denmark.
We brought in 4 pedigree Jersey heifers from Denmark.
And we bring in many heifers or that from abroad. When we had the jerseys.
Just
them 4.
Come in from Denmark when Roger Bewley was re-establishing the Denham herd after it was wiped out with brucellosis in the
90s.
Oh, the noughties. Early noughties, because we only had the heifers in.
What year did you bring in the heifers then?
It must have been about 2001 or 2.
Oh, one, I would say.
1.
Yeah.
What do we see? One of them anyway, they all had bull calves, but one of them had
the best bull calf.
the best heifer. We kept the bull calf off her for a bull, and the first year we used it, we run them with the cows for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we had 16 calves, 15 heifers and a bull.
Yeah, pops.
First time ever it happened. I seen, with the eye, I seen 16 cows. Well, it was enough for us just to get heifer calves, and we had 15 bulls and a heifer.
And with this heifer that was brought in for Denmark, her bull calf was kept for a bull.
Yeah.
And then he went on and served 16 cows, and the 16 cows had 15 heifers and 1 bull calf.
And 1 bull calf.
Yeah.
And he went down with the TB, and all the heifer calves all went down with the TB.
Over the next lot of tests.
Over the next 2 or 3 tests, everything went with the TB, and the pedigree limited went as well.
do you want to talk about TB now, or we do that again?
Do that again.
Because we can end on TB and then we can talk about TB.
Pick it up on underwrite on TB.
Yeah. So we're going to leave it at that for tonight, and we're going to continue this. This is literally, I got stuck, I had no video. I was off heroin today with heroin for receding, and I had to do the mortal sin of opening the back window because I couldn't see through the window, and I couldn't see whether I was leveling the ground or not. And of course there was lime spread, and it's all in my hair now, and it's like setting into concrete.
Oh, poor York.
Oh, it's lime and the back window open. I had to open it so I could see what I was
I
at.
come in to get me dinner, and the first thing I heard was, "Don't have to do a video."
Well, I had to get something done. But anyways, we're going to leave it at that for tonight, and we'll pick it up again on either the TB or our suckler herd when we had them another night. As you heard, TB was a big thing in here for a lot of years.
It robbed us.
Yeah, so anyways, we'll leave it at that. That is it from us. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the description down below for all the other information. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That is it from us. You can see it.
Bye.
Bye.
So, just to interject here, I think that's the right word. Two things I forgot to say when I was out there. Just, they kind of didn't want it to go on too long because it was a bit on the late side. So, anyways, next time I'll hopefully be a little bit better prepared, and we'll try and do it on a Sunday when we have time and there's time to talk about things. But two things I want to say. Number one, my memories of us milking was carrying buckets of milk from the parlour out to the house to have milk to drink. That's we used to drink raw milk off the cows out of the tank, and we used to have gallon buckets, and we used to carry them out when we were young. That is literally my only memory of the milking parlour and the cows. I have basically no memory of the cows being milked, or at most I can just about remember my uncle with the milking apron on coming out of the pit. That's literally the only memories I have of it. And second thing, that's one of the reasons why we weren't afraid of rearing and finishing Jersey bulls, because we used to have the Jersey cows and we used to finish all the cattle we had off the dairy herd, and that's one of the reasons why we were never really afraid of buying, rearing and finishing Jersey bulls. But anyways, that's it for the video. Good luck.